Alright. Habitation station. What's your location? Out in space. Whoa! Okay, let's get this going quick. Boys and girls, sit tight. Spawning here in the top. This doesn't make sense versus Protoss. I'll explain why more in a second. Spawning here, well, was in the top left. Now floating over to the gold base. From Team Liquid, abandoning his sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. It is Liquid's. What? Taeja. There's a put in the top right, though. From Axiom. He's not going to see this coming. It's Crank. So you don't typically do this versus Protoss. This is very common against Zerg, and you should absolutely never, ever, ever do this versus Terran. Oh gosh, I hope this. I see specs. Is that me? Please don't be me. Shouldn't be me. It's someone else. Awesome. Okay. Whew. Deep breaths. So this can still work out. Early barracks pressure has always been hard for Protoss players to hold off. Some of the easiest, noobiest forms of cheese end up being just straight up 3 barracks, pumping Marines early on. 5 Raxes if you really want to go old school for Wings of Liberty, but beyond that, you're probably going to want to get a little bit of gas. Now for Taeja, he's going to have this nice little economic boost to start, but at the moment, as you guys look, it doesn't really factor in until you get a few more SCVs out, because Crank, just with a superior probe count, will have a little bit more. And let's not forget, he's going to be chronoing out probes, getting additional units out ASAP. But for Taeja, I can't help but wonder, like, are the barracks going to be proxied or are they going to be in base? Because early on, of course, Zealots can be a big threat to shutting this down. You might want to have a wall off at home, which you can make by putting the barracks up here. Now, you guys might look at this and go like, oh boy, why is he doing this? What a noob, he has no idea what he's doing. But if we're going to be honest, if you watch Taeja's stream, he's been lifting to the gold a lot. In fact, he was one of the first players I saw do it personally. I remember when Habitation first got introduced in the Team Liquid map making competition, I was all giddy. I was like, oh man, I want to see people lift to this gold, kind of like Greystone Ravine in the TV2 maps. But nobody was doing it, and Taeja was the first person like 5 months later to actually start doing this, and I really enjoyed watching his stream. Now granted, I think I've personally seen a lot more failure than success with this strategy, but it's certainly a fun, entertaining one to watch. Because Crank, you know, he's not going to have a lot of units early on. He will scout the SCVs mining, so he won't know directly that the base is there through scouting, but you can see them, you know it's there. What is he going to do? Gas comes down here pretty quick, because he's going to get one, of course, get a mothership core out to try and get some stalkers, I imagine, but this quick bunker, we're really paranoid with this. The bunker's only going to help a little bit in the early game here to hold off things like Zealots. When Stalkers come into play, they can sit behind this. They'll have the vision for the watch. They can actually get really annoying, try and outrange some mechanics of this. But I don't know. Taeja's going for the fast factory too. Okay. Really curious to see where this is going. Like, I'm just wondering, is this going to be fast cloaked banshees? Maybe. The second barracks on the way, but that's, of course, you get the mineral dump for it. That's no problem. If he doesn't take the second gas, Banshees are kind of going to be out of the question, and I can't help but wonder, is it going to be just like Widow Mines then? Like maybe pump some Widow Mines early on because they're so good against gateway units? They'll one-shot pretty much anything, whether it's Stalkers, Zealots, you name it. I just... I'm sorry. I'm just sitting here kind of flabbergasted, excited to see how this is gonna play out. No, it's gonna actually be Hellions first. So Hellions are not bad either. The one thing Crank's gonna have working against them is gonna have really low production compared to that of Taeja. But that's only gonna be the first little bit of the game. The longer this goes on, the better his own production is gonna get. And is this gonna be like that really old school build where you go, okay, so you go for like 7 Marines, 6 Marines, 8 Marines, you stick them in the medevac and walk 3 Hellions across the map at the same time? No, he's actually getting Widow Mine. I don't know how to predict this build out of Taeja, guys, because again, you don't see this versus Protoss. You can only kind of guesstimate what he's trying to go for. Now, you can actually kill the Zealot.
First blood.
Not too bad. Back at home, the mothership core's garnering energy up. This Hellion's not going to get a lot done, but just scout to see what's up on the top of the ramp, and really, the answer again, not a lot. Photon Overcharge should be available by the time Taeja's ready to go for an attack. This is going to actually salvage the bunker here, so gonna get a little bit aggressive. Possibly a siege tank come up behind this. He may swap the starporter. I don't know. This is just... I'm sitting here dumbfounded. You guys, your guess is as good as mine at this point. I mean, the best case scenario I see for this is if you get a siege tank up, it'll do some great damage to Stalkers. But you still can't push into that Nexus with the overcharge. If he gets Widow Mines down, it'll run train over any of the gateway units. And looks like we're going to have a counterattack possibly coming out. The drop's going out first off, foremost, but we got a pylon warping down here, so this could be problems as he did salvage that bunker. But, you know, with the Widow Mine here, he'll deal with the Stalker no problem. If he baits the overcharge in the main, this is going to work out even better for him. And maybe I'll get some probe kills with the Marines. I'm really curious to see how he utilizes the tank, though. It's worth noting, guys, Taeja has done weird stuff versus oh my god, that Widow Mine hit with 8 freaking kills! He kills half the probe line! 12 workers dead, and this turns to be like from a weird build to an amazing attack in one small instant. Not to mention these Marines are still going ham. Focus firing down the probes at the moment, trying to catch that one Stalker in the back, and the Widow Mine gets picked up. He gets saved. This, oh my god, so okay, this actually gets way, way, way better. Because look what's coming up now. Banshees, tanks, Marines. These are all going to be super effective against what? I mean, like, what can Taeja make? Or Crank make but Stalkers? So I got something, oh, there we go. I had like some of my breakfast stuck to the back of my mouth. Ugh. I know, Rifkin's so classy. Anyways, the siege tanks of course get a siege mode, but honestly might be a little better unsieged. The only reason I really use siege mode is because of the range advantage, but you know, still got the medevac. The Banshee, you can never underestimate Banshee damage. Quite frankly, guys, I think Taeja's just gonna have too much. If this works, that Widow Mine hit was just way too good. Coming across the map now with 2 tanks, 16 Marines, a Banshee, and a Widow Mine. There's no way the Stalkers get on top of these tanks to focus them down. The Mothership Core? Where's the Mothership Core? Oh, did he not remake it? Or did it go down or something? No, okay, the Mothership Core's still alive. Not enough energy to overcharge, and these Marines are actually going to take care of it before it can. So Siege Tank's in such a great spot here at the bottom of the ramp, can actually reach the Nexus. The Stalker's being corralled at the top of the ramp. The Banshee needs to be pulled back, though. This is a really expensive unit you don't want to give away for free. But the Mothership Core goes down. No overcharge available. He's actually on the front lines repairing. Taeja is going to win the game with the weirdest proxy I've ever seen versus Protoss. GG is called. And that ties Liquid up now 2-2 with Axiom.